First and foremost, I want y'all to introduce yourselves to the Life Hurt viewers. So we're going to start with you.
Hi, I'm Lonnie. I'm that sister. Hey.
And I'm Queen, aka QC, her stylist.
I'm Jazz, the nail tech.
My daughter.
My daughter.
And I'm Nicole, her sister cousin, her favorite cousin.
Yeah.
And it's her birthday.
Yes.
43.
Big facts.
So yes. So y'all, I'm just letting y'all know we keep it real, we keep it uncut, we keep it raw. We not cutting no corners. We want to hear y'all's feedback and also give us some advice on what subjects do you want us to touch base with throughout this whole podcast. And we're gonna be coming to y'all heavy, so y'all better get ready for this shit, okay? So my first question to y'all is the importance of loving yourself. Can you explain like how important that is?
Hell yeah, you gotta love yourself before you can give love to anybody else. So
Yes,
put yourself first.
we do. But like, we see a lot of women, us as women, we lose ourselves when we in relationships with men.
Ooh, don't we, child?
So what is some advice that y'all could give women that getting that to a point we lose ourselves as far as not keeping our hair done, not keeping our nails done. Mm-hmm. Our attention is based on our family, just our husband, boyfriend, kids, cousins, whoever. We put a lot of people before us, mm-hmm. and we forget about who we are. So what are those steps that we have to take of us to love ourselves and keep ourselves up in those situations?
Remember who you were before you got with the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
when you go in that bathroom every morning, if you gotta say your motherfucking name, remember who
you better
you
say
are.
good morning.
Remember,
go
you had a
on,
life
child.
before them. You gotta keep your life, even when you still being with them. You gotta have your own life. It can't be wrapped around them.
But it happens, and it happens so easily. Like, you don't even know this shit happening until you like, oh, the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does happen. It happens a lot. Like, when me having my 3 boys, I had went to a time where, like, I went a whole month without getting my hair done. And my boy's like, Mom, when you gonna go get your hair done?
Dang.
It's like, you have to keep yourself up because other people pay attention to that. Especially your kids, when they see that you know what I'm saying, you self-love, you loving yourself or whatever, then they see you start falling off, they will remind you of that. So it's like, it's so important for you to do that.
Yeah. I got a problem with putting people before me.
Yeah.
So I'm always want to be so loving and caring
Right.
and giving and everything. And I will buy myself absolutely nothing. I won't do nothing for me at all. But probably this last 2 years, I've been putting everything about me.
I know that's
As you should.
And I just I don't care what people say, how they feel, nothing. Even if it's to cutting ties with people and not having a relationship with them no more, not speaking to them ever again. I'm just at a point where I'm just putting me first.
Yeah, you can't pour into a cup if your own cup is empty.
I know that's right.
part.
So
I know that's right.
you gotta take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
And like what Cousin Coco said, sometimes it has to do a lot when you were like sole provider of just taking care of your kids, man. That shit is draining. It's draining when you're trying to work and take care of your kids and take care of yourself, and you be like, okay, I'm gonna do for me, but that shit, you'll feel selfish, so you still putting out for everybody else. It's hard, so you do easily lose yourself.
Easily. Like me getting myself together was going to get my hair done all the time. Like, that was my time to myself. And it's like, when they seen that I stopped doing that, they like, what's going on? Like, Mom, when you get your hair done? Like, you have to go do this. Like, don't worry about us. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? That reminded me, like, that's my time to myself to rejuvenate, to get myself together or whatever. So, like, I don't get my nails done like that or whatever, but my hair, yeah, it's a must. Yeah, so you have to take time out for yourself.
Yeah, you do. So, Jazz and Nija, y'all younger than us. Jazz is 20, Nija's 25. So, as far as y'all coming up as, as a younger generation, how do y'all feel about when y'all lost yourselves with y'all's first boyfriends or first loves, and you just like, man, I'm so heartbroken and torn.
It put you in, like, I don't know, like, I went into depression. You know, I didn't want to do my hair. I didn't even want to clean my room. I didn't want to do shit. I didn't even want to eat at one point. When I first broke up with the person that I loved, I fell in love with, you know, that sent me into a dark place. And it made me, you know, block out a lot of stuff. But then it took me a minute. You know, I ain't going to say I just got over it. It took me a minute. But when I got back in the groove and I started back getting my hair done, getting my nails done, you know, first I started with cleaning my room, you know, and cleaning up where I live. And got my stuff together. But me as an adult now, heartbreak, I ain't got no heartbreak. Nothing's heartbreak.
No, for real.
All it takes is one time.
Man,
I got older brothers, so I feel like my older brother really helped me, like, know who the fuck I am. Like, no, I feel like my first heartbreak, like, that shit was hard. I was real depressed. Like how Nigel just said, she was depressed. Now I'm not doing shit. I'm not cleaning my room. I'm not doing my hair. None of that. But then I snap out of it and realize who the fuck I am. I'm back. I ain't worried about that nigga. Give it a week.
Or the next.
Give it a
Or
week.
the next. Or the next.
It'll be another one.
Now it'll be another one.
It will be another one though, for real.
Because you're young. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you so young or whatever, you shouldn't put all of you into one person
Right.
when you that young.
You know they
need
say
to
you have 3 loves.
You need to adventure out, you know, when you that young. You know what I'm saying? Because your heart will get broken or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
So, like,
And
you
it's
should
gonna
be
happen
dating.
again.
You
It's
know,
gonna
when
happen
you should even, when you call yourself having a boyfriend, it really shouldn't even be all of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
You
it
need
be.
to it do be, but
But you
need
be
to
them
dating.
you done
Like,
been there had things happen.
But even
Yeah,
now, though, I
exactly.
feel like we know our worth. So, like,
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
boyfriend now. I love my boyfriend so much. But if he leave me, I'm not going to.
Right.
Oh, it's the end of the
'Cause you got your
world.
feelings
No,
in
because
check.
I know who I am.
Exactly.
I know who I am. And I know what type of woman that I am.
Wait
That
till
man gonna
you
be
hit
crawling
them
back.
dirty 30s. And the 40s. You not gonna be saying that shit. It's gonna be full circle come around again if you meet the right one, and he gotta have a package. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything gotta come big and correct. But to say like, because y'all so young to say it won't happen again, it's gonna happen again.
Oh,
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah,
times.
well,
You know, it's gonna happen again, but it's like you just get stronger every time.
I feel like I proceed more with caution now. Like, it's
Yeah.
not so.
Yeah.
You gonna have to work for this. You get what I'm saying? For me to even put my heart on the table, like you gonna have to
Right.
show me. So it is. I'm not gonna say it gonna never happen, but if it shall, he works for that.
so it's kind of different, especially when you end up becoming living together. So when you start living with somebody, like a different type of
Y'all don't even
level
know
of
their
love.
bodies. Y'all don't even know who the fuck y'all are right now. I'm telling you, y'all don't know shit. You just known as QC. That's who you know. And his daughter know who she is. You know, but y'all haven't really, and I'm saying this because I was told the same thing, and I used to be like, shit, I know who I am. I ain't gonna get like that. I'm not gonna feel that type of, vibe. Shit. That shit hit you. You like, damn. She told me this shit. That bitch told me this shit. I see what
And
she
you
talking
completely
about.
forget about
You
it.
forget
You
about
do.
it.
Forget about it.
You
I
know?
don't think you really gonna know and understand who you are until you about 35, 36. Shit gonna start changing. And when you hit 38, shit gonna be hitting you. Gonna be like, what the fuck? Why don't I have feelings for this? Why don't I fucking care? Oh, because I have 0. Okay, next. You know, it's gonna hit you. You're not gonna have fucks to give. It's gonna be
Yeah.
real shallow.
Yeah.
You know? But
I could say it's different levels of love, different levels of respect, and it's different levels of men that you date because each one of them teaches you something.
don't they?
And so when you being taught those different things, honestly, you take whatever you talk to the next one. You're gonna take it to the next one, and then you either gonna be better at what you do, or you ain't, or you just gonna be stubborn and not learn nothing. So I will rather take the positive thoughts of it because a lot of us don't really pay attention to what we are actually doing wrong in a relationship. So I can say us as women, we have a hard time facing accountability of our own toxic traits when we are in a relationship. And if we actually recognize the things that's what's wrong with us, it helps us become a better version of ourselves. And we'll be able to grow and we'll be able to attract the man that is actually for us in our lives. And I think when we learn from even a man that's not good to us to a certain extent, it helps us know what next man we gonna tolerate and not tolerate. And we just gonna be throwing up the peace sign like, all right, I'm cool, I'm done. So it be different things. And Lonnie and Coco, y'all older than me, so y'all taught me a lot about men. Like Coco taught me early. Then Lonnie started teaching me about men too. And it's good to actually just have genuine sisters that just tell you exactly what it is, teach you the game and everything. Because if you listen now, man, you'll be like the shit later on in life. And that's where a lot of younger generation of girls, they don't want to listen right now. And if y'all listen, y'all will be the shit. I'm telling you.
I love my OG.
See, I
No, for real.
And it's different too with this generation. They don't have big mamas. They don't have their great grandmothers.
Yeah.
Shit, half of them don't even have grandmothers because the grandmothers is still trying to kick it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different. Well, we had all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really different. They don't have that wisdom like we did.
So what do y'all think about the morals that women carry today? Because I think it's kind of different because we don't give men an imagination no more. I think we give too much of ourselves in the beginning of the relationship to a point they don't have to do no work because it's there. We find ourselves being wives in the first 6 months of a relationship.
Because that's the perception that
That's
social
the
media
problem.
put out there.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But then
That's what they
if
say.
social media is giving us that perception on how a relationship is supposed to be, who else are we
I
supposed to
don't give a
look
fuck
to?
about
I don't
social
even feel like
media.
it's all of social media though, because I feel like some older women would be like, "Oh well, you got to do this to get a man, and you got to do that to get
Fuck
a man.
that.
If you
You
want to
don't
be a wife, you got to act like it." Like I feel like a lot of
That's not
older
true.
women be saying shit like that, and that pressures us to act a certain way or do
I
shit.
think them the ones who have somewhat of low self-esteem. Some who just really don't know their worth because I'm gonna tell you, I don't feel like you have to do certain things to get a man. You know, if you know who you are, you know how to carry yourself, that shit gonna come to you. What they say, a woman don't go find a husband. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be out here looking. I never went looking for a nigga ever. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this: at the end of the day, what kills me is because men forget who we are. And when I say that to say we choose them. Even if they came for us, nigga, we chose you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm being very blunt, we know when we see a man, we know if we're going to fuck that man. We know if we want to date that man. We know all of these things.
Yes, we do.
All rip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna hit
They
that
fuck
shit.
it up. That's wrong. You know, that's a turn off. So it's like, you know, and when I say, you know, we know if we want to fuck, that's not saying being a hoe. We're just saying our imagination is already going.
Yeah.
You know, we going off of looks, smells, you know, how you carry yourself. It's, you know, men think that they're the only ones who's judging and watching. No, we go deeper than they do. And I think that's where they need to be held accountability. You know what I'm saying? But as far as today, I feel like a lot of women make it so easy for the men nowadays. And there's too many women just off the bat taking care of a nigga to where
Cooking,
they forget.
cleaning,
Yeah,
doing
they
all that
forget.
wifey stuff when he ain't even wiped you up yet.
And we
Yeah.
all have been guilty of it. I know I have. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know I have.
You know, it's cool to cook.
It's cool to do that
cook
shit,
and
but,
clean,
you know.
Yeah.
but it has to be other things
Exactly.
that come with that. Not so much of consistency, but to a point where he matching that vibe too.
Gotta match that vibe.
You know,
Got to.
yeah, the vibe gotta match. It just
The
can't
vibe
just
gotta
be.
peace.
Yeah,
There has
that
to
peace
be
is everything.
there.
Everything.
If there's no peace, then I just leave it at that.
well, you know, a lot of times now we don't communicate. So
That is the
so
truth.
communication is a huge lack in a lot of relationships, and a lot of times, okay, us as women, we know we about to hit that. And me and
we about to hit that. Like,
no, for real. Because the man
Dress that man. We
Yes, we
dissected
do
him.
that.
You know what I'm saying? We have.
seriously.
You know?
It's just to hit that.
Sorry, ladies, we spilling the tea, but it is what it is. We know. Yeah, we know.
Yes, we do know.
Even if it doesn't happen, we still know. Like, look at celebrities. You be like, ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like,
You know,
Right.
like, okay,
Man,
yeah,
damn,
women
what
think
would
like
I
this
do to
too.
him?
But say
For
if you
real.
get that opportunity and he say one little thing, it's like, ugh, what the fuck? This is not what I
envision.
expected.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're a
Agreed.
turn off.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could be the way they talk.
Yeah.
They just be fine till they open their
The
mouth.
conversation level.
Or
Like,
take
I
their
hate a
hat
man
off and
that
you
say
see the whole
nigga.
hairline.
And
is
it's
just
back
fucked
here.
up. Yeah. I was like,
That happened to me before.
I take it off.
Head fish.
so funny.
Oh my
like,
God.
When I hear me,
That's
and
definitely a
she
character.
know, like, I'm so close to the males in my family. Like, I hear these conversations, and some of them be judgmental. Like, you know, I don't want a woman that wear makeup, or I don't want a woman that wear weave.
Hate that.
But at the end of the day,
That's what attracted.
choosing. This
Yeah.
is what you.
That's what attracted.
So when you get it, you want to change that person. No, this is who you chose.
Right.
What you see is what you get.
Because,
You know what you was getting.
but no, they like that. Even when they say they
like
don't
it.
like that, they like that shit because they go straight for the bitches.
Yeah.
They just don't want nobody else to look at you. That's
Hey,
what
that
it is.
that
Well,
is
sometimes it can be a little part-time feeling though, because us as women, sometimes we become we turn into men. So we will
got
turn
niggas
into a man to a point we just may want to have a sexual relationship with them, and then after that you be like, nigga, why is you still here? It's time for you to go home
Right now.
No, for real.
Right.
So
Talking about, so what you doing tomorrow?
no, make it.
What you about to do?
No, you gotta make an excuse. No, make an excuse before they come over. Be like, look, I gotta go meet up with my sister at this time. You know,
Make this queen.
Each y'all still on the T for me. Flag on the black.
no, but for real. But as I was saying, like as far as communication, we normally in the beginning of relationships, people do not get to know each other. And I feel like knowing a person within and knowing who they are, what they're capable of doing, what they're not capable of doing, I feel like it's very important and it's very valuable to a relationship because it develops an understanding.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
And it eliminates a lot of arguments. It eliminates a lot of them.
Because
if
when you have them, what are you saying? If I had known this, or if you would have told me, you would have kept it real, then this shit wouldn't even be right here. You know, it wouldn't even be going on. But you know, it's the key. It's the key. It's
But
nothing
communication
like it.
can be the key. So it's something else to that. Hearing the truth about yourself, you have to be willing to accept it
Accept that shit.
and acknowledge it. Like, man, I do that. I'm so sorry that I be doing this. I'm gonna try my best to change.
You wait though.
Have
You
some
gotta be
sympathy
somebody
and be
that's gonna,
empathetic.
yeah, somebody who could tell you when you wrong.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't tell you when you wrong.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't mind being critiqued. I don't care. She'll tell you like she can be.
Like, let me
Yeah,
me
let me
too.
know.
I like to talk.
But my thing is,
Tell me
if
what's
your
It's your delivery.
fucked up.
Yeah, that.
I'm not listening to none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell me like, damn, babe, what you did was kind of fucked up, and I'll be like, what? For real? But if you be like, what you doing is so fucked up, then I'll be like, you think you on the straight motherfucking arrow?
No, for real.
The fuck? You think you want to
y'all learning.
Right.
My first, you know what
You
I
want
mean?
to talk
So
about
it's
me?
Let's get on you, nigga.
Let's sit down and have a conversation.
But that's
You
what
know?
I'm saying. You gotta sit down and actually talk. Let that person talk. Let you talk like some back and forth
Right.
type stuff. And I mean, it'll be real cool
It
if
would
y'all
be.
if you just go like
Yeah,
that.
communication is definitely key.
And you
For
know what I
real.
think is dope though, and I'm sure we all have had this with somebody. when you can have good ass communication, that comes with intimacy. Because you should be able to lay there and talk. Yes, you should be able to talk to your mate and tell them they fuck up. And
Especially after you done got the D.
Man, it's just you gotta be able to have that, and I think that's where a lot of males is lacking nowadays. They don't know what the fuck intimacy even is.
Yeah.
No, they think it's just sex. And that's why I'm not even having. That's why I said I've been going good. I'm not giving my body to nobody else unless you can really stimulate my mind, show me a different side of intimacy. We can read the damn Bible.
Man, listen.
Like we could talk about a business adventure. If you're not on that type of level with me, you will not get none of this.
Because even that's going to make the sex better.
Yeah.
It's going to make it better.
What y'all gonna be like? Thou art thou. The Lord is my shepherd.
Man, bye, bro.
She talking about reading the Bible. You should go be getting yellow scriptures. Genesis chapter 1 verse 9.
I know I would. I want somebody that's a man of God.
I want a man that I can train with.
Yes, and one thing I will say, I do not, from experience, I do not believe that story that our generation grew up on. Watch how he treat his mother. That's bullshit. That shit is fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, because it's just bullshit. I ain't even gonna go there, but it's bullshit. That's some bullshit. I don't want no man that I gotta watch how they treat their mother. No, I want to know how you treat me.
Right.
Yeah,
Your relationship with your mother
It's two
might
different
not have
things.
been on the right path. You know what I'm saying? You might have some issues there with your mother, and you know what I'm saying? Here it is. You come down to me and you treat me fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like a difference, though. You can't compare your mom
To your
to a woman because you having a sexual relationship with your woman.
Right.
Your
So,
mom is your mom.
Unless you got some hard Kelly.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing.
damn.
I can't say that. I can't say. I've been with somebody who didn't know the placement of their woman. Like, it was friends, daughter, then friends again, then the girl. But then I got with somebody else that I dealt with, and he got it right. He does have that right. He said, "Is my wife or my woman, then my kids, then my mother." And surprisingly, I was like, "Damn, he got that shit." You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that's how it's supposed to go. Because I lay with you every night. You know what I'm saying? No matter who that man is, I lay with you every night.
But it even say it in the Bible.
My dad taught me that.
Yeah.
Your wife come before
That's your
everybody.
family.
Because when your kids move out, who you got?
That's all you have.
Your wife.
That's your lifelong partner.
When you get married, your parents give you up.
Exactly.
That's the whole point of your father
Exactly.
walking you down.
Exactly.
So in this, what about when you're in a relationship with a man and without the communication, it becomes verbal abuse when he actually don't know what he's saying to you and you are saying things right back to him. So what is y'all's solution? Is it like, let me hurry up and get out of this relationship, or let me just stick to it and let me keep going for a little bit and see if he gonna get better?
It's not gonna
Well,
get
no.
A conversation. If you can't get it done,
Yeah.
I'm gone, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna
Well,
learn
I'm
how
gonna
to
be
talk.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. I give a nigga 3 times. You give your friend a couple of times. Like you and your friend to get into it, especially when you dating a new man. You got to give him time to get to know you. Sometimes you got to teach a nigga. Like, I don't like the way you talking to me.
Right. That's
don't
why I
like
said
your
we gotta
tone.
have a conversation first.
Or if he don't receive, like if he's not receiving what I'm saying, then that's when I leave.
Right.
But if it's a difference, if I'm trying to talk to him, he's starting off verbally abusing me because he don't know no better. I tell the nigga, I don't know who let you get that off.
And that's what
But
I was
this
just about to
cannot
say.
be me.
It's about who they are
Yeah.
accustomed to
Yeah.
dealing with too, because it could have been that same pattern, but then they come to
It's
you
all
and
about
it's
how much
like,
you tolerate.
yeah.
though.
That too.
I was married for 17 years and deal with bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But it just
And when you love a
it
person.
just it took me years to really realize like this ain't right.
This ain't right.
It's not right. And I keep sitting up here putting up with it. And I feel like the only reason why I really put up with so much verbal abuse is because I kept hearing other people say, "Oh, it ain't gonna last long. It ain't gonna last."
You
So
was
it
trying
gave
to
me
show
a
that,
challenge,
like, my marriage
to make
is
it
last.
last.
It is gonna last. You know what I'm saying? But then when I finally was like, "Okay, I'm at a brick wall now.
Right.
This ain't getting nowhere. Enough is enough.
Enough
you
is
know?
enough, yeah.
So it's all about how much you really willing to tolerate.
Yeah, because it's like different levels of relationship. Because a lot of times we see red flags in the beginning,
Yes.
And we
and
ignore
we
it.
ignore
We pass
the
it like,
shit out of them.
We
You not sure it's pink. What about you? You think it's red? No, it's a little orange. It's a little orange.
That's
I
exactly
think
what
we pacify it though. We try to find
Yeah.
other flaws.
Yeah,
Like, well,
optimistic.
maybe they're going through this, and it's not with just men. You know, men do it with women too. But it's just
Yeah.
like you try to look at it like,
Right.
okay, well, I know this one on and that one on. Maybe they just having a bad day. But when that bad day comes with lack of communication, and you're asking a person what's wrong, talk to me, and they putting up a wall, it's like, okay. But then you look down the line and years then went by, and it's like you
Years
still
done
going through the
went
same
by.
Still
shit.
dealing with that wall.
Yeah, and it's like, come on. Because I know me, I'm the type, and I know Sissy can say this, and from what y'all done been with Coco, you can too. Like, I wake up, I'm a happy person.
Yeah, she
I'm
too
a
jippery.
very, very loving
I be like,
person.
shut up.
You know, I call people just to be like, hey, I love you, you know, and they be like, bitches, you drunk? No, I'm just saying, like, I love you, you know what I'm saying? And I would be like, okay, that's it, bye, hang
That's
up.
my mama.
That's just how I am. So it's like when somebody just constantly disturbing my spirit, and I keep trying to find different ways to pacify the situation. After a while, it's like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Because it don't be worth
It's,
it.
it's not, because I like my happiness. I like my peace. I fucking love me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, I love the fuck out of
So
shit.
how long should we wait to continue to tolerate it? Because us as women and some men, we wait a long time to actually
We
cut
do.
ties from
Now,
a
since I done
relationship.
when I was married 17 years, but now,
You won't get 17 motherfucking more.
no, you want nigga, you gotta.
I wasn't even married.
I call it the
I
three
wasn't
strike
even
system.
married.
You get
And
three
I
strikes.
gave that.
Yeah,
long
but you got a
time,
3-strike
like,
system. However,
anything.
how long does that wait? Like, do you wait your 5-year mark, your 4-year
No, they
mark?
normally give you red flags within the first 30 years.
Yeah,
Like,
But like we
You
said,
gonna know
you
off it.
ignore that shit.
but that's why if you
ignore it.
can't, if you can't put yourself, you're not strong enough to see the red flags. Then that's why I say a 3-strike system. Every argument, you mark that shit down. You put that like, no, this is not what I want. This
And
is
some
not
people
it.
do it for kids.
Yeah.
Me, I did it for a kid before. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it no more. You know, I'm just not. You know, it doesn't make sense because you fucking up the kid.
Yeah.
You know?
The kids gonna be all right. Trust and believe. They
Man,
gonna be
listen.
good.
I swear, I came from a home. My mama and my dad was not together, and I'm cool with it. Like I promise, I am. If my mom and my dad would have been together, I would have hated it there. Like kids don't like that shit, bro.
No, they
Leave,
don't.
bro. Y'all about to be miserable in the house, making
They
me
don't.
miserable.
They
Like
don't.
just leave, bro.
They
Like,
don't.
Like for
two
real.
Birthdays, 2 Christmas. all
Sure
that
do.
stuff.
Like a double
They
present.
gonna be cool. Trust and believe that.
And they
Yeah.
also want to be in a loving home. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't
When
in
they
the household
finally
with my
see
mother
mom and dad
father
finally
either.
happy,
Yeah.
and they not together, they cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
my
cool.
that's how my oldest was. Like, his dad was, when I let his ass go, when I told him he got to go, he got to get the fuck out. Take everything, your toothbrush, your house shoes, don't leave not a layer behind. What my son gonna think, you know? And I was just like, he's not gonna think anything, and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And we're at a better place than we were, you know, then. But I don't believe in that. It was a point where I did, but fuck that. Like you said, you did 17 years. You know, that was damn near how long I was for real with, you know, my last relationship. And I'm just like, it's not worth it. Because, like you say, you hurting the kid.
Yeah, it really is. Y'all be mad at each other, then y'all take it out on me. No, I'm cool,
Yeah.
bro. Don't. I'm cool.
Dang. So, and it all, I know, because that's a lot. So when you leave these relationships alone, a lot of times we double back. Do you find
You
yourself.
know your sister don't double back. First and foremost, when I'm gone. And she knows this, and there's other people that can attest to that. I do not fucking double back.
Double back.
I don't.
But I had to do some healing and stuff or whatever. It was good for me. Like going to the gym and stuff, running, walking, all that. That was good for me. I most definitely didn't double back. I'm good. It was a wrap.
Well, I did back.
No.
I spent.
I know, but once I leave you, I'm done.
Few corners. Yeah.
I ain't going back.
I
That
I feel like if you can't get it right, and I'm a person, I will put my all into it.
Because you didn't try it.
Yeah.
But when I didn't took everything out my basket and I didn't went through tears and everything, it's like when you drain me to empty, all I can give you now is a broken down 12 gauge and tell you to go kill yourself.
Now, when I say dub
I
back,
can't
I
do
don't mean
nothing
like full-fledged back in. You know what I'm saying? It's more so casual sex,
But
conversation, the
that's still
friendship.
soul ties.
I
though.
feel like it's still like I'm still friends with my exes though. You know, like we cool. I won't be falling off on like bad terms.
Yeah,
And
me either.
I let a nigga know why it's why I feel like I feel about you. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We good, but I'm cool. Yeah, you know.
She sound like me.
I know. That's what we all here sitting here together. No, but like the double back don't have to be like the actual serious relationship we get in. It could be to a point of old flame from high school or something like that. You be like, dang, I ain't seen you in a long time. She knows. Let me see what that be like.
That's exactly what it is.
That's
Exactly what it is. Dub back, what's up? What's up? I heard you know him, my boy.
Hey, kill it.
That's terrible. So what advice do y'all have for women that's dealing with all these different things that we discussed tonight?
I guess for me, from experience, it's just don't lose yourself. You just got to remember who you are. And if you find yourself getting to that point, go pray. You know, pray for yourself and, you know, pray for the person that you're trying to deal with.
Right.
Because they need it too. Because somewhere, not to say they're always the problem, but especially if you're a good, humble person, you know what I'm saying? And it's just so toxic. It's like, damn, you know, what the fuck? Why am I dealing with this? Am I placed here to be in this person's life to heal them? You know what I'm saying?
No, you do be.
Yeah.
Sometimes
these are the
situations
questions
teach
you ask yourself. And it's like, after you done all you could do, it's just to the point where you just got to wash your hands like, I love you, but I can't do it no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to think about me first. Especially as with kids, it's like, I want to be around for my grands and my great grands. You know what I'm saying? I want to spoil them little motherfuckers. Let me say, come give me some sugar and give Nana some love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just got to take care of yourself because that shit will fuck you up internally.
It will.
Stress is a motherfucker. It
Be
is.
scared to leave though. Like you gotta really ask God to show you something to make you leave. Like,
But once again, that comes with self-worth.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
do
just
you
to
know?
just be comfortable. Like
Yeah.
sometimes we just be comfortable in a
I'll
relationship.
never get too comfortable with
And
I would
even
never
it be to a point some women are scared to get to know another man because you don't know
wanna
what
start
to
over.
expect.
that is another thing too. Yeah, you be like, damn, I know the family. You know, I like
Yeah,
this, I like
yeah.
that person.
That's what make you stay so long.
Then you think about the good times that you and your
Years
mates do
that you
have.
put
It's like,
in.
damn, we do get
Yeah.
along. It's just this one thing. And then you got your people in one ear. You hear like, well, if that's all that's wrong, then just stick it out because it ain't no men out here. It might not be for you, but it's some motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying?
Preach,
no, for real.
Like,
You just gotta do stuff that's gonna really clear your mind.
yeah.
You know, I know I'm plus size, but
That don't
do
mean
work
shit.
out. No, and it's like, work out. Go clear
Oh
your
yeah,
mind.
going to the gym is
That's part of my New Year's resolution. Get my mind
have
off
to.
my body. So
Yeah, you gotta clear your mind, and working out is clearing your mind. Go do that. Going to get your hair done, your nails done, clear your mind and think about, what's going on. Like, you have to have time for yourself.
You do.
To really think about what it is that you need for yourself. You have to.
I'm not gonna lie, like when me right now being in school and then trying to take shit, I'm fucking about to be 45. You know what I'm saying? I started all over, but sometimes it's a lot because it's like I'm like a new mom all over again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to having to come home and have to get somebody attention like that. You know what I mean? I'm used to coming home like here goes something to eat, or he go get his own shit. I'm just not used to it. I mean, I am, but I'm not. But he's a blessing. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot. It is a lot. A relationship is so fucking hard. I didn't think it was this hard. I just really didn't see that coming like that. But it's hard. It's hard.
It's a lot of work.
It is. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work to it. Even when as far as me being married for the first time with James, like it was a lot.
I think because me and you, we was just on that streak where we was just gone.
Yeah, go
We just out here.
constantly.
Friday night, a Thursday night. He really going. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
Don't say that.
No, he can't. For real, like
Yeah.
it's like marriage was a total different level. You know me, I'm single. I ain't got no kids.
Right.
I'm coming and going whenever I please. Then I'm
He was
married.
out.
Oh, I'm going to the store. Oh, I'm going.
Yeah.
What? What? No, I'm not supposed to say this to you. this is none of your business.
Where you going? To the store.
Yeah, where you at? What?
What? Yeah. You be thinking to yourself,
Yes, you
21
got like.
But you have to
What?
understand, like, oh, it's just not me anymore. Like,
Yeah, I really had to think about like it's just not about me. But I can say marriage was fun. It was fun. Like overall, actually meeting someone that's your soulmate and you actually could kick it with each other, crack jokes with each other, do a lot of stuff. I say it was worth the wait.
right.
As far as me waiting a long time at a late age to actually get married, it was cool.
That's why I get irritated. Well, what's that motherfucker name who died? He croaked.
Kim Samuels.
she knew
If I can dig him up and bury him again, I would, because like I had so much that I would love to say to him. Like he was just an arrogant motherfucker.
He'd probably call you a six.
And yeah, he probably would. And I'll tell him he's just mad because he's lacking thereof somewhere, and that's why he says the things that he says.
He will hang up on you.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to say.
I'm rolling his hands back.
But I just didn't like me and my dude would get into these little, debates because he, was for him and I was against him because my thing was, number one, he targeted black women. I didn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nigga, you don't know where you came from. I'm sure your big mama wasn't 90 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Soaking wet. And
His
it's like
mama probably.
his mama probably wasn't. I just didn't like the way he talked. And then to say like, women in their late 30s and 40s will never find a husband and all this type of shit. Like, where's your wife? How could you sit up here and say these things? You're not married. So who are you to dictate how this shit is gonna flow?
I liked getting married at a late age because it's like I did a lot over all my 20s and my early 30s. It was cool. And just me being able to navigate with my career and everything. I actually put me first before I actually had gotten married at that time, and it was a good feeling. Yeah.
Before you get the chance to be, I got married at 22, 23.
Yeah,
I was young.
Yeah, he was young.
Like, who does that?
He was fresh out there. He's fresh.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't think I would have been able to get married that young because I like traveling. I like having my free time.
Right.
I like having my space. So when I'm in a relationship with someone, I expect you like to travel too. When you
Right.
like to,
Right.
I do not like sitting still. I don't. If I look at you like, hey, let's go on this trip next week. That's exactly
That's
what I
exactly,
want.
yep.
That's exactly what I want.
Shit, next week we talking about less than 24 hours.
Yes,
Shit.
that part
I'll be like, I
too.
am so bored, sissy. She be like, shit, me too. And we'll be talking. I'll be like, let's go somewhere. You want to ride to Atlanta? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we was going to Atlanta every
I
weekend.
Yeah.
Every
We was
weekend
out,
we
yeah.
were going to
We was
Atlanta,
out.
Georgia, just getting out and just driving. So actually just having somebody to answer to and see if it's cool or do you have plans and do you have this and that's a lot within a relationship. So I feel like when somebody get in a relationship, you got to make sure if this is exactly what you want or are you dating somebody that's compatible to you. You got to gain some understanding of the lifestyle that you have and even financially. Like finances is like real important when you're in a relationship with somebody because you don't want to be carrying nobody for a long time. Yeah, you could be hurting for a little bit. Okay, let's figure out ways so we can just get this money up.
Right.
But you got to be willing to pick up what somebody lack and still you got to be willing to come up at the same time because somebody gonna lack somewhere.
Right.
And that's where a lot of people get mixed up in relationships because somebody may be up financially at this moment and somebody may be down. So if that's the case, somebody got to pick up. But when that person come up, it's a beautiful thing when both people are financially
piece
stable.
fits, right.
But the way the economy is, things happen. You know, that's like me having a daycare center. During the winter, my finances go down because parents ain't trying to come outside. They ain't trying to bring their
Right. That's
kids.
old as fuck. You staying with
Nothing.
mama
So
today.
the person that I'm with, they gonna have to pick up the lack
Right.
on where it's at. It's just normal, but you got to be willing to do it. That's why I don't like that 50-50 thing because you don't even know where you're gonna be at
I don't like
at that
either.
moment.
Because I know, like, and I'm not excluding no other sign, but I know Leos, we love to fucking give. We
Yeah.
love to give. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said I cannot wait till I'm finished with this shit. I cannot wait because I have so many things in my mind that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But we just giving people, like, and that's part of our love language, too. You know what I'm saying?
This Sagittarius is like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
fire
feel like
signs,
I'm
yeah.
like that too. Like I don't believe in 50-50 because
No, I
it's
don't
not
either.
always
It's
gonna
not
be
gonna
like
be
that.
like that.
That's
It's
not
not.
realistic.
It's
like
not. It's not.
it's not realistic. And when you're in a
No.
relationship, bro, it's gonna be shit that you feel like you want to do for your man. Your man gonna want to do shit for you. Like, bro, everything is not.
I
Gonna
think
be
it should
50-50.
just be an understanding of who gonna pay what.
Yeah.
And if that person ain't got it at that moment, they go pick up whoever.
Right.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
If they don't got it at that moment, then they don't got it.
I feel like everything should be
But
fair.
I also feel like, you know what I'm saying, once you get to that point to where you finally, you financially stable, don't get big headed.
Exactly.
And belittle the other
Be-
person.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
or if you
'Cause that
taking
was-
over the household
Yeah.
Right.
and stuff.
That was
'cause-
our problem in my
Yeah.
marriage or whatever. Like, he got big headed and started belittling. Like, hold on, bro.
Nah, fuck
I
that.
held us down for how many years? And, you know, you finally here. I'm glad that you here, but that don't mean that you start belittling me, making it seem like
Exactly.
you doing better. Like, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, because
Because
some
God
people.
will humble you real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
As soon
Put
as
you
he
back
gave
on
it
your
to you, he can
knuckles.
take that
Yeah.
shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
because some
saying?
people ain't used to getting money either. But at the same time, like I was in a relationship before, and he let me go to school, and I wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing nothing. I appreciate and everything, but when I got myself together, everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like don't give a person a hard time
Right.
during they down moments because when they up, it's gonna be love there. Like it's gonna be
is.
everything. It's just that big headed stuff, getting money and all this and that. You could lose that shit tomorrow. Like you need to fucking humble yourself or shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Straight like that.
And I feel like females that have to not have to depend on a nigga, but like that do depend on a nigga, they do get belittled like a lot. Like
They put themselves in them positions.
they put
Tell them
themselves in that position, but at the
Have
same
a
time,
backbone,
it kind of
bitch.
just happened. I feel like, cause
Well, they do put themselves in that because if a man is financially providing for you and all you want is a Birkin bag and a Louis Vuitton bag and all these other stuff, you're wrong. You're supposed to invest in yourself. Yeah, your priorities invest in yourself.
Exactly.
You know, because it was a point of time I was getting money from someone and they was helping me, but I put the money into other things for me to get where I'm at today.
Right.
You know, so it really depends on where you put your money at. And you can't blame that man. He don't owe you nothing. He giving you everything you wanted.
Exactly.
So when he give you a stack tomorrow, you should have that stack. And the prime example, a lot of times that I use is my grandmother and grandfather. My grandfather looked at this house and he like, I want this house. I want this house. And my grandmother was the one that gave him the house when he couldn't even get the house. But he took care of her so many years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just
She
it's
was
just
building a
things
nest
like
and
that.
he didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
All that time that he was taking care of her, she was putting that shit building.
Yeah, you put it up. Like you put that money up. For making you money,
When
that
they
should be
think
extra.
You're not doing these things and you are. You know what I'm saying? Like some men just think women are gullible. And you got someone who think niggas is gullible. But the whole time they preparing themselves for something.
Right.
I will say like how she said,
Keep going.
I will say, like she said, I will give my dude a shout out because he is, you know, I'm not working, I'm going to school. You don't find a lot of men who will do that. You know what I'm saying? It's I can't do that, we can't do that, take your ass to work type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I will give him that credit. You know what I'm saying? Just as well like she gave her ex credit. That's a beautiful thing because it's not being done. It's a struggle, but at the end, that shit gonna be rewarding as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm where I'm at today.
Right.
Okay? Yes, ma'am. And mainly from my mama. You know? My mama did that. Definitely. So to close everything, what advice could y'all give women on just loving themselves and knowing who they are and stand on that?
You gotta keep God first.
Yeah.
When them times get hard and you losing yourself, which you will,
Nothing but God.
you
Oh
gotta
my
keep God first.
The only person you can go to.
Oh my
Yeah.
He know what's going on. He
Yeah,
knows somebody
he
in
knew
the
before
mind.
you was
not
gonna
your
get there.
mama,
Yeah,
your
not your
Because
man,
you
not
can't
your
always.
You can't vent to nobody.
Yeah.
because nobody's gonna understand but him.
And sometimes you don't even know where the fuck you at.
No.
But he do.
People go through silent struggles.
Yeah.
For real. You know, I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? And I've had to check my own shit. Like, bitch, this ain't who you are. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. You know, so you just gotta keep God first. He might not come when you want him, but he sure gonna come on time.
He listening all the time.
He is.
All the time.
He is.
You got to cry out to him. And if you want to advise to other people and they ain't telling you to go pray,
They're not the right people to go
Don't
to.
talk to him.
Yeah. You can't talk to everybody. Well, one of the things I do know is having faith, journaling is so important.
Daily affirmations.
Daily affirmations. Journaling before bed, it's like super dope. It's amazing because you are releasing a lot of things that you felt even throughout the day, throughout the week, or whatever. When you release things like that, you're supposed to sit there and pray about it afterwards so that you will cleanse yourself in a sense. Take a nice lavender bath, light some candles, do some things to the point to make you play some good music.
Wine.
so why?
Yes,
Still been feeling
like it. Yeah, for real. You have to get to the point where you just want to like cater yourself to a point like, yeah, this is how I want to feel good and stuff, because you're putting things out in the universe of things that you could receive. And when you put things out there, you receiving it will be so flourishing and it'll blossom so beautiful.
The tongue is powerful.
Yes, it is.
It is powerful.
Yes. So when you do things like that to make yourself feel good, it just brings so much goodness from it. And even when you going through like a tough time, you gotta know it's a blessing coming. And you gotta pay attention to those tough times because you don't want to repeat it again. and you want to learn from it, and you're going to be a blessing to somebody else of the things that you went through, because you're going to run into someone that has something in common
Yes.
of
Oh
what
my
you
God.
went through.
You always run into
better
somebody
say it,
that
sissy.
went through what you went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And get ready for the next level. That's all it
Exactly.
is.
yes.
Yes. Level
Next
up.
level in
Level
life.
up.
Yep.
Okay.
Stream like that.
Yes, indeed. So, y'all, thank you for tuning in tonight with Life, Her Vet, and Friends and Family. So, y'all are super dope. Just stay tuned for more, and we about to be killing it this season.
Yeah.
Boom.
Peace.